Door.
We're live, so there you go.
All right, so yeah, last time uh, you guys had fought the creatures at the portal after going to the sewers, um, while the soldiers, the Warforged, and the Order Wizards created an attack as a distraction. You basically assaulted that portal and then held it against waves of creatures, and just long enough for the Warforged to land a skiff and whisk you away back to the Capitol building. So you guys have basically returned there as saviors to Vigil, and we'll go ahead and start it basically after you've been congratulated and all that. Um, Guys get some downtime, time to rest and recover from that horrible beating Evil DM inflicted on
Yeah.
you. So, Elhorn then, what does Elhorn do, Josh, after that?
I go check on Elfane.
Elfang? Okay. Alright, well, she's actually in quarters near yours. You guys were shown
Turn
to,
your mic.
yeah, you guys were shown the quarters there in the building,
Alright.
guest quarters, finest ones they have available. So you each have a room there. Elephant is basically across from you. So when you go in to visit her, she's got her arm bandaged up and her shoulder, from the fight. She was injured, but um, the physicians are basically tending to all of you guys. So yeah, basically, she'll say, how are you? How are you feeling? Over.
I'm pretty good. All about how you feeling. You're the one that got injured.
She'll say, I think everyone got injured, but no, I'm fine.
Yeah, we had a couple close calls. The orc almost died, but hey,
Who almost died?
the
I
orc.
did twice.
Oh, Thar. Yeah. Yeah, she'll say, it was a close one, actually. I
But
just
victory
wish
is a victory.
it is. We lost a few people, though.
Yeah, it happens in war.
Suppose so. I've never been in any. Certainly not at the war.
Well, it seems like you handled yourself pretty good.
Yeah, she did fight pretty well. I mean, all things considered,
Yeah.
not much training, but she held her own. Um, yeah, she'll say, so we're planning on visiting the other races then, the elves, and
Yeah, we're gonna go back and talk to the elves and see what they'll see, if they're willing to help us out. If you're willing to throw in some help with convincing them, that'd be awesome.
of course I will. I'll do anything to help. I mean, I don't know if they'll listen to me, but they seemed nice enough, I suppose.
Alrighty.
They
She'll
seem
say,
nice.
she'll say, we're visiting the island. Then they called it Irithil, I think. Not sure what that means in Elvish.
Okay.
Um, so as you're talking to her too, like uh, there's a light knock on the door, and she'll get up to get it, and check and see who it is.
Mhm.
Um, you see the Order Wizard, Lillian Bancroft, who you fought with, obviously.
Mhm.
If you remember her, she's kind of smaller. Um, she tends to wear like blue robes instead of the black the Order Wizards usually wear. She has like long pale hair and pale skin, like most of the Terrans do actually. She seems to be an elder of the Order. She'll say, I hope I'm not disturbing you, but I wish to speak with you just a moment.
Oh, okay. I'll tell Elfane I'll be right back and go talk to Lillian.
Okay. So outside in the hall, she'll just shut the door basically then, once you're in the hall. She'll say, well, firstly, I wanted to thank you for all you've done. You seem to handle yourself well in battle with the others.
Yeah, wasn't too
Thank
hard.
Well, it was definitely trying, but they seem to look to you in battle.
Well, I do kind of heal them and everything, the norms, saving people's asses.
She'll say, indeed. she'll hold out a book to you. It's a leather book um, with sigils along the front. It's kind of frayed. It looks a little older. She'll say, I wish to give this to you for your journeys.
Oh, what is it?
It's one of my older ritual books, um, but I think the spells inside could help you on your journeys.
Oh, all right. I'll take the book and then open it up and take a peek.
Okay, so it has rituals in it. Some of them take up a few pages. Some are only one page. Um, but you can go ahead and write these down too, Josh.
Alrighty, grab my notebook real quick. Alrighty, read away.
Okay, so comprehend language is one of them.
Comprehend language.
Glib limerick.
What?
It's glib limerick.
Glib, glim, Rick. What'd that do?
Limerick. Uh, that one, I believe it actually. Let me see here. I can tell you exactly. If you load up the compendium on there, it's you can actually select the rituals.
Oh, okay, I'll do that real quick then. Let's open that up.
Yeah, and there should be a ritual drop down, and you can actually just type. I think glib limerick improves your diplomacy for a little bit. Bluff check, yeah.
Character, load. Alright, rituals. Where would that be under?
Oh, did you load the character?
Yeah, I loaded my character.
Oh, you don't have to load the character. You can actually, on the tools section, there's a compendium, D&D compendium.
Oh, tools. Okay. Oh, I see it. Compendium.
Launch that,
Launch compendium.
and then see at the top you can actually just type in the name of it, or you can, in the drop down on the left, you can select rituals. These are all level 1 to 4. You can only use a ritual up to your level, so,
Okay, so rituals level 1, 2, 4, 5.
yep.
Oh, okay, that's pretty neat.
Yep, and those are all the rituals, but, yeah, Glib Limerick proves a bluff check. Actually, you can roll twice and then take the higher result. For this, yeah, either result. Okay, so also it has Tensor's floating disk.
Okay. Someone's mic is going crazy. Okay.
Seek Rumor.
Was it seek?
Rumor.
I don't think that's in here.
Mm,
Yeah, it's not. Oh wait, no, it's next page probably.
yeah, if you just type it in, it's a level 2.
Okay, yeah. Seek. Oh, there it is.
Um, okay, and then endure elements.
Okay.
Calm emotions.
Okay.
Eavesdroppers foil. And knock.
Eavesdropper's foil. And what?
Knock.
Knock, like N-O-C-K?
Yeah. KNOC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically just can open a door, even one that's like magically held.
Oh.
It can help to open a door. So
And it actually cost me gold to cast a ritual.
yeah, it has a component cost. Every time you cast that ritual, that's the cost of it in components. But essentially, we're just that's in gold
Mm-hmm.
every time you use it.
Okay.
That kind of sucks, Ash. You got to pay to do a spell.
Yeah,
Who do you actually give the money to?
well, you're actually buying that in ritual components.
Ah, okay.
In other words, like whatever components it takes to cast that ritual, you're instead of buying them like bullets, and you're doing it at the time of it.
Ah, gotcha.
But role playing wise, you already have those components. It's just for game purposes, you're just using that, spending it as you do it.
And you said how before? I remember you telling me I could get how many rituals before?
Well, you can have as many rituals as you want. The books actually I believe a ritual book is trying to remember. I think it's 128 pages. Each ritual takes 1 page per level. So if it's a full level ritual, it takes 4 pages. But you can always just get a new book, fill that. So
Because I know
you can,
because they're saying something about a market price. Is that how much I have to pay for the ritual, the beginning of
yeah,
it? Then
yeah. If you want to buy it, but since these are given to you,
yeah.
those are the price to actually buy it on your own.
Okay.
So, which you can do that too, Josh. Like any time that you have time in the city or whatever, where they're actually selling them,
Mm-hmm.
if that.
So I've seen a thing called enchant magic item, which looks pretty
Yeah,
neat.
yeah. Essentially, you could try to buy rituals, but that market price is that price, and then the casted is the component cost.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
um,
Alrighty.
but yeah, she'll say, this should help you too in your journeys. Where the outcasts live now, it's dangerous.
Okay. Thank you very
Lands, of
much.
course. She'll say, you should get some rest then. I assume you'll want to leave in the morning soon after, so.
Alrighty then.
And she'll smile at you and, go off.
Alright. I think she wants the D, guys. That's all I gotta
Not
say.
yours.
All right, so what does Elhorn do then?
I'm gonna go back into the room and talk to Elfin some more. Or
Okay. All right.
So what was that about?
baby, I swear, she don't mean nothing to me.
I only put it in it once.
It didn't mean nothing. She was a face down, ass up kind of girl.
It's like Eddie Murphy said, yeah, I fucked her, but I make love to you.
All right.
You sounded just like Eddie Murphy there, Adam.
I think he's saying he sounded black. I think you are an Afro can.
um, yeah, basically, Elfane too. She's a little nervous, but kind of eager to see the elves again.
All right.
Although she's been basically a servant her whole life, like her great grandparents agreed to become indentured servants to the Alorans to basically escape their lifestyle. They kind of lived as nomads, and there was constant fear of these beasts that roamed the forests there, where they were exiled to basically. Okay, so eventually then you guys get some sleep.
Yeah, they don't.
Wow, chicka wow wow.
No, she just yells at you all night, dude.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Makes you sleep on the couch.
That's fucked up.
In your own room.
And it's a halfling couch.
God damn it. Fucking midgets.
Yeah, okay, so, as Elhorn goes off there eventually, Adam, the physicians tend to Gruden, because they don't essentially have, like, traditional clerics, exactly. They're more just, healers without magic powers. They don't actually have that divine magic.
Okay, so it's more herbs and more like druid herbs and alchemy, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. For healing, yes. The clerics or the church, are it's just another form of magic.
Ah, okay.
But it doesn't actually have that kind of magic.
I don't have to pay them.
No. No, they're tending to everyone for free.
They're not Catholic.
Yeah. Luckily, they don't. You don't get touched in inappropriate places either. Yeah, that Ismay Hollins, the merchant woman, she actually fought somewhat decently. I mean, for a minute there, you thought she was dead. Because she actually, got knocked out pretty good from blow to the helmet. But actually, she managed to get back on her feet there towards the end and help out.
Okay.
But yeah, as Elhorn and them are going off on their own, get some rest. She'll thank Gruden. She'll say, but I think I'm going to take your advice and give up fighting and just stay with my daughter. I think she needs me more.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Yes.
You might want to keep the helmet on the mantelpiece to remind you.
Yeah, she'll hold it up a little bit. It actually has like a pretty good dent in it on the side. She'll say, now I know why soldiers wear these. They're uncomfortable as hell. But thank you for letting me come and help.
Oh, you're welcome.
And
My commander seemed like he wanted you to go along anyway, so
did he?
seemed that way. I think my little thing was just a formality.
Oh, I see. Well, I do appreciate it. At least I feel like I've helped somehow. And she'll, squeeze his shoulder, and she'll say, I'm going to get some rest and some food.
I think she wants to D2, bro.
Everybody wants.
I'll tell her where your room's at.
What, you want to get your little mini penis going, man? Can't handle it? Want me to show you, man, how it goes?
He wants Gruden. He wants to show you his wiener.
Yeah, I know. That's because he's a fairy. I mean, an elf.
Same thing, isn't it?
Ooh,
Ding! We have a winner.
ouch.
And he has a wiener.
Yeah, at least I have a
Oh, no.
winner, Mr. Warforged.
Yeah. What's your point, dude?
He's got an attachable one.
Yeah. Dude, I am like the Serbian sex machine, dude. Okay, don't fuck with me.
His is retractable. It has hydraulics.
Yeah, dude, it's like a go-go. It's like go-go gadget dick. That's all I gotta say.
How do we get from talking about this to wieners?
Because you started talking about dick when you're like, she wants the D.
So,
You're obsessed with D.
today,
Um,
I was talking about dogs, bro.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Hey, whatever you're into.
Peanut butter, bro.
He's into the D.
Oh god. All right.
Well,
So what else was going on?
what does Gruden do then?
I don't fucking remember.
Well, you said he's getting patched up.
Yeah. They can do that in your quarters or...
Ooh.
No, I'll just get patched up out in the hospital area. Then
Okay.
I'll go back and crash for the night, I guess.
Okay. All right, so as you're getting to your room, you actually see your captain. That is Dragus Thrawn, if you don't remember. He's,
I don't.
yeah, that's okay.
I thought we
He
called.
is-
I thought he was Captain Jack Sparrow. I mean,
He's the captain of the Armsmen, which is, the general army. Stout, thick-set orc, large fangs, and gray skin. He has a tattoo of the Armsmen, which is like a pike and sword crossing over a shield, and his regiment number under it, tattooed on his shoulder.
He's a lifer.
Yeah. He has short-cut dark hair, violet eyes. He's actually not very well respected by the Armsmen at large, though he's like very skilled management, and they kind of make fun of him for being like a bootlicker, basically.
Hmm.
And his family's been in the, and it has been in the
bootlicking business.
Armsmen, basically. Yeah, as leaders too. So yeah, they kind of passed it down to him.
Okay.
He actually, he'll approach and say, Gruden, moment. We can speak in your quarters.
All right. So go ahead and unlock the door and go in.
Yes, he wants the D2.
Better duct tape your butthole.
And these are kind of what the quarters generally look like for everybody. So,
Ooh, velvet and poofy pillows.
That's hot.
Is there a vibrating bed?
I hope so.
why wouldn't there be? But yeah, there's a living area too in that room, fireplace. It's pretty nice. But yeah, he'll go in with you. Yeah, he'll say, well, so you've done good work, Arsman, I have to admit.
Thank you. That's what you pay me for.
Sure.
Well, Gruden is a mercenary.
Yeah, essentially, but he's working with the...
Well, right now they hold my contract, right?
Yeah, so...
They're paying me to fight for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Or to fix the ship, actually.
Yeah.
We're getting the old ship, right?
Huh?
We're getting the old broken ship.
We'll get to that, but yeah, he'll say, true enough, but still went above and beyond, it seems. I didn't think that, to be honest, I thought that mission was almost suicidal. I didn't expect many of you to return, or any of you.
Well, many of us didn't.
No, true. True, but Order Wizards are not really our concern, I guess. I don't think anyone cared for him anyway, to be honest. He seemed like a sniveling brat.
Oh, that was that guy that kept whining?
Tobias.
That's his name. I can never remember his name.
Don't worry, no one else will.
Ouch. Poor guy.
He'll say, but I want you to know, the council at least is taking your next mission seriously. And they've picked all of you to represent Alora and our interests. I don't agree with seeking out those savages. I don't believe they can help us or that they will. But that's your job now. I expect you to do well. But one thing I want to tell you, whatever deal they try to broker with you, don't let it put Alorans at disadvantage when the war is over.
I understand, sir. But
Do you?
don't forget, too, diplomacy isn't exactly my strong point.
No, I understand that, and that's fine. It's not like those things have much to say anyway. They're defeated people. You just approach them from a position of strength. And whatever we offer them, they should be grateful for.
Well, considering what we just did, I think we are in a position of strength.
Well, there are a lot of them, but yes, of course, I mean, they don't even have wizards to aid them. From what I understand of the history, it's a pretty easy battle for us to win. Just remind them of that if you have to. I'm counting on you.
Will do, sir.
Good. They'll say, we're going to win this war. We're going to press this attack. We'll be using the Warforged on the front lines here when we attack the south and try to destroy that plant, whatever the hell it is. Seems to be causing a lot of chaos, changing the land around it. So we've called in, there's other survivors from other cities. We're in contact with some of the Order Wizards there. And whatever ones can find an airship and get back to us are being called into service. Warforged are going to war again.
Have they managed to shut down any other gates in any of the other cities?
He'll say, well, we sent, strike teams were sent out immediately. Once we learned of the disaster in Utopia. Unfortunately, no, we have no contact from any of those we sent, but we do have spies and wizards in other areas in the cities still, keeping an eye on things. None of the portals have been closed.
I see.
So, once we have enough of the Warforged gathered here, and then more survivors come, you know, we're gathering more of the armies here in Vigil to make our strike. Once this area is secure, once Vigil's secure, then we can strike out from here.
Very good, sir. Well, if I make it back in time, I wouldn't mind going on one of those missions.
They'll say, well, I'd certainly like to have you again. He'll say, "You're being promoted to lieutenant, Gruden. I want you in the armsmen. I know you're independent, but it'll be good for us, the armsmen, to have you in it, especially with all you've done already. They're calling you the hero to Vigil."
I don't know about that. There was other people there too.
True, but we could use the goodwill.
Use the attention for promoting. I understand.
He'll say, "Well, you stick with me and do well, get good attention for us, and serve the Order Wizards well, Council, and you can be promoted right along with me."
Does this mean I have to rewrite my contract?
He'll say, "We'll talk about that." But now, if you agree, he'll say, "You'll be lieutenant in the armsmen, and all the privileges that go with that. I'm putting you in command of other armsmen. We're going to send some with you on a ship. Just what we can spare, small groups, just in case you run into too many of those things."
Of the creatures.
Right.
Uh,
Think
All
you
right,
can,
sir.
can handle a command then?
I'm not that great at it. I work best alone. That's
Sure.
why I do what I do.
No, I understand that.
Why I sell my services instead of permanently joining something. When my contract's up, I tend to move along and find something new.
He'll say, "Fair enough, but if we don't win this war, there's not going to be anything left anyway."
Well, I'll do what I can for the war. That I don't have a problem with.
All right.
We can talk about the promotion and leadership and all that when we get back.
Fair enough. He'll say, "Well, good luck out there."
Thank you, sir. You too.
I think he wants a kiss.
Or
I'll
did
tell.
he?
I'll tell them where they are.
Shut up, Josh.
Somewhere else.
Obsessed with getting D, dude.
All right, so Gruden gets some good meal brought to him, like the rest of you. You get some sleep then that night, Adam?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. So what does Titan do once he's landed and debriefed and all that?
Titans just kind of, with some of the, Titan's always trying to be on his best when it comes to fighting, so he's kind of like sparring with some random, guards and some random people.
Oh, okay. All right. Excellent. All right. So yeah, you're sparring with some of the armsmen that none of the ones that went with you, because they're getting rest.
They're getting dead.
Yeah, they're getting patched up and getting some food, but
Yeah.
some businessmen that are already in there none of the dragoons will really give you time to do that. They're pretty alert, on guard all times. But yeah, you can find some armsmen like willing to spar, and actually like they'll be asking you about asking Titan about how the battle went.
Okay.
Like exactly how it went and everything, like have them describe it. They're pretty much in awe of them, it seems. You actually get saluted too.
That's a first.
Yeah, definitely a first for any Warforged. they just consider, what you do is like, that's your duty.
Yeah, it's what I was made for.
Yeah. So they don't congratulate you or anything like that, but now they actually like, salute you as if you're part of the army. As you're sparring, another Warforged will approach. It is a smaller Warforged, definitely more feminine in appearance.
Ooh, it's a lady.
And yeah, pretty light. It's kind of like
That's your basic pleasure model.
Yeah. Her name's RC. No,
RC.
Anyone there? Call drop for anyone?
Hello.
Hello, what was that?
That's John.
That was the D
That was the D.
for dump. Who are we still missing? Phil and John.
Yep, I'm adding him now.
Phil's busy. He's probably still talking.
I think John's trying to make a group. But John shouldn't make groups because he keeps going out. Every week
Was
he
he
does.
was he the one that dumped first?
Yeah, he's the one that crashed on us.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
There he is.
Oh.
Are we in?
There he is.
We're back.
John, you're no longer able to make groups.
I didn't, dude. You did that, you tard.
Yeah, but somehow it gave you the group leader because when you went out, everyone else went out.
I don't see how, because you did that.
Oh, it made you leader anyway, so.
That's because I'm a born leader.
Okay.
All right, so what did you get, John? What was the last?
I don't remember what we said last.
Okay. Yeah.
R2D2 female version. You're
Yeah. Smaller and silver-plated, Warforged. She'll say,
Okay.
"You're Titan." You guys are
Uh,
basically sparring or in between rounds sparring.
Yeah. I'm Titan.
IR Titan. Hear me roar.
She'll say, "Oh, it's a pleasure. Can I speak to you in private?"
She wants to D.
So I shrug my shoulders. Sure.
Okay, so yeah, she'll just go a little ways away. Like they're sparring a little bit more too, like kind of eager to basically get into fighting. These guys have been stationed here and haven't really taken part in the fighting yet. Yeah, the Warforged will say, "I heard what you did. Of course, everyone has. It's going around quick. You did well. Thank you."
No thanks needed. I did what I had to do.
True. Is it true that your masters? You don't have a master though?
No, I am my own master.
No one's tried to claim you then.
What's up?
No one's tried to claim you again then.
There have been a few things here and there when I used to fight in the underground fights where if I lost, basically my life would have been given to the winner, but fortunately for me, I don't lose.
I can see that. I heard what you all did. It's very courageous still. I know that war is what we were built for, but none of us have really fought in anything like that in a long time.
I agree, but war doesn't have to be everything we're built for. That's the only thing that always sets the Warforged apart, is everyone just thinks of the Warforged as mindless brutes that are only useful during war, and we aren't. We are capable of being our own beings and living as every other race. We shouldn't be considered as an outcast.
She'll say, I suppose I'm going to find out that for myself. My master was killed in the attacks in the city, and those things came through the portal. Our home was attacked.
Well then, yes, it's you are your own.
Still,
I'm sorry to hear about your master. If your master was a good person,
he was fair. He died in the attack, but I wasn't able to save him. But I did save the servants that we had, some of these outcasts. But they were treated well by my master.
were you treated just as well?
I wasn't treated badly.
Well, that's good then.
She'll say, still, without him, I'm not certain what I will do. However, I did wish to do one last thing for them, for my master, and those I lived with.
And what was that?
The family I saved, they call them halflings,
Okay.
though I think they have another name for their race, but there's a small family of them that served with us. I helped escort them through the city, along with one of the guardsmen that were stationed there with my master. He unfortunately died, but I managed to bring them here. Their contract will just be handed off to someone here eventually, once they realize that their owner is dead. But I would like to see them free of that.
Okay.
They would like to go back home, or they've never been, but they would like to seek out their people.
And you're telling me this because you would wish for us to give them a lift?
Yes, essentially. I heard that while I was part of the meeting that you're going to go seek out the outcasts to ask them for aid.
Yes, we are. And I myself have no problem offering them a lift to where they wish to go. But I do not have final say in that. It would have to be a unanimous decision between myself, my companions, the captain. It's not just my call.
I understand. Being the hero of Vigil, maybe they would listen to you, though.
I may have pull. I mean, I don't see it being a problem with my 3 companions. And I think I can, if not just myself, my companions, since I'm sure they will agree with me, I'm sure we can pull some strings with the captain and allow this family on board. I'm sure it won't be a problem.
Thank you. Thank
Don't
you.
mention it.
They can be free, maybe, like we are now.
You know, you can always come on board the ship too.
Actually, I tried. They need me. I am to serve as a scout through the city.
Okay. Well, if you ever aren't scouting about and we're here, you can always join up with us.
Thank you. I'm silver.
Desperate.
Shit.
Yeah, she'll say I am silver. If it's fine with you, then I will. I could take you to the family now, or I could bring them in the morning if you're leaving then to the ship.
No, we can. You can bring them in the morning if you wish when we're leaving, and I can meet them then. I can have, the night to talk to my companions. We can talk it over with the crew of the ship, and and like I said, I'm sure it won't be a problem. So we can make at least a cabin ready for them, so they can be comfortable on the ship while we're traveling.
Thank you. That sounds perfect. I'll tell them. We'll be there in the morning then.
Okay.
Thank you again.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, so she will go off then to tell them. So Titan probably, goes back to sparring or.
Yeah.
All right. So Thar, what does Thar do after that?
I don't know. Chills out. Maybe he seeks his Grand Mages for some
you gonna
advice
seek
on,
him out?
for the upcoming mission.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's absent for a little while. They'll tell you the minute that he gets in. They'll tell him you wish to speak to him. He was, he's out in the city basically coordinating still after that attack.
Okay.
So you get some rest in and get tended to. Kurt?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Then actually, in your quarters, someone will knock on the door.
Okay, I'll go answer.
Okay. When you open the door up, you actually see two dragoons there. Will actually step aside, and you see the orc counselor. He is Ren Greenock. Very intelligent. He's known to be kind of calculating, which is, and cold, sort of, which is something the orc race kind of values. But he's aged, longer white beard. But he's known as a very fine and charismatic speaker. But he'll say, Iron Sentinel, may I have a moment with you?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. Okay, so he'll come into your quarters. The dragoons will wait outside, guard the door, and he'll shut the door, quietly behind him. And
he wants to do.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, I got that shit before you could.
He folds his arms behind his back. He says, well, I know you are in need of rest and food, and I am extremely busy, so I'll cut right to the point. He'll say, I know that of your mother and her position with the Blue Mountain clan as a matron. I want you to tell you, before the invasion, we turned down their petition to become citizens of Alora.
Yeah, they weren't very happy about that.
Wasn't certain if news had reached you, but look, you're going to be going to these outcasts. I know of their involvement in gathering weapons and trying to fund an army. We've known about it for a little while now.
I'm a little uncomfortable because that was supposed to be a secret.
You didn't say that, right? That was
No. I'm
Yeah.
just
okay.
character-wise,
Sure. He'll say, I expect you to represent the Aloran people to your clan. Realize that they are on Aloran lands, even if it is their own sanctuary. It is still Aloran land that they live on. Currently, they're being drafted into service to the Aloran armies to fight this threat. He'll say, I expect you to meet with them, your journey. You're going to help with that transition. And in turn, consequences of their betrayal can be lessened. Also, however, I'm willing to offer you full citizenship on the condition that your clan surrenders their forces to us.
So, will the whole clan become citizens, or just me and a few others?
He'll say, I'm willing to offer it to you. If you are successful, I want you to represent us to them. I want you to get them to join us willingly with minimal issues. In turn, you will be a citizen of Alora permanently, and all the privileges and rights that go with that.
What about any descendants I might have?
All of your personal descendants will be citizens of Alora.
Oh, well, good.
So I can count on you to do this then?
You can count on me to do the right thing.
Okay, he'll look at you, for an uncomfortable moment. He'll say, very well. Your mother is there back with your clan. From what I understand, your father is safe enough. He has his guards. I don't believe those creatures have spread into the countryside too far yet.
Oh, good.
Contain them here. Excellent. He'll say, well, I'll be waiting word, and your clan, we could use their aid. Well done, and good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Nod his head, and he'll go out. And just a little while later, Kurt, as you're, kind of mulling over everything and eating or whatever, there's another knock, and your commander, the Grand Aegis, will actually just come in.
Oh, sorry. I thought I'd be summoned to you, and not the other way around.
No, it's fine. He'll say, I assumed you'd be wanting rest, so took it upon myself to come visit. You wish to speak with me, and I wish to speak with you, honestly. He'll say, I wish to congratulate you. Hold his hand out.
Oh, what's in his hand? Oh, okay, I'll take his hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Condom.
Wants to be.
Vaseline.
It's a skinned intestine condom.
Yeah, I'll say, you did very well. You did the Iron Sentinels proud.
Thank you, sir. I tried very hard.
You-
I almost died twice.
They'll say everyone almost died in that battle. And we lost some good Warforged soldiers and a few Order Wizards, and unfortunately a few of our Iron Sentinels too. More than a few, maybe. But closing that portal cut them off from here. I mean, we can retake Vigil now. I believe it. Thanks to all of you.
Oh, good. I just wanted some guidance as to this upcoming mission. I didn't want to misrepresent the Iron Sentinels, and any diplomatic activity I might have done, I might do.
Well, you're no diplomat, I know, but these are strange times, and you're going to represent us, help represent us, obviously, to these outcasts. I mean, you're all together because of events throwing you together, but also the connections you have and the skill you've demonstrated. I mean, I personally recommended all of you to go speak to them. I believe they'll listen to all of you before any of us. We're sending an Order Wizard. Well, they are sending an Order Wizard with you, of course. He'll have final say on any agreements made. But all of you will be speaking directly to them. I want all of you. You've seen these things, what they can do, and you have connections to them. I know your mother is a Gaian.
Yes. And I believe she's still in the Matron Council.
Excellent. I mean, that can only help our cause. The captain of the Armsmen, he believes that we don't need their aid, and I believe that he's wrong. I think we do need their armies. Seeing the damage these things can do, honestly, I don't think that we have a chance without them as well. Though I don't expect you to go spread that around.
Well, I don't want to create this dissent, but I believe you're right. We need as much help as we can, especially when they can wipe out a whole army in minutes.
Pretty easily, unfortunately. One of the wizards reported that in Haven, a giant, one of these beasts, almost towering over the city. Assume they're just still coming through those portals.
Sir, I was wondering if, considering that these creatures can kill from a distance sometimes,
Yes.
if we can start building some siege weapons, that we can shoot, from a distance.
It's a good idea. He'll say, certainly we could use them. We're working on outfitting the airships better for war. But yes, that's a fine idea. He'll say, we'll be drawing up plans to assault the cities while all of you are trying to gain the aid of these armies. We can only wait so long. So, the faster you can finish your mission, the better for all of Alora. These outcasts do what you have to get their aid.
Yes, sir.
Good. Promoting you to the rank of warder.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Of course.
I didn't expect that.
Well, you've earned it. There's going to be a small group of Iron Sentinels on the ship. You're going to be in command of them yourself. The dwarf Frelgor will be in the armsman there. But but I expect you to lead them well. I think you will.
I believe I will too. I was in military school at a young age, and I did well, and I've done well in boot camp too.
You have. I have to admit that. I know that
I think
hard
I've-
for you. But I think sometimes that can only aid a soldier to temper him, forge him into a fine soldier. You've done well. I'm proud of you. Now, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
And he'll salute you.
Salute back.
Okay, so let's say. Okay, so yeah, he will actually leave. All right, and in the morning, all of you are woken up to, light knocks, basically. Dragoons or Iron Sentinels basically waking you up to escort you to the war room. How was that?
Sophie?
I'm still loading.
Okay.
What is it a picture of?
His wiener.
Oh. Yeah, mine's still loading.
It's a selfie, all right.
Can't save fast enough.
I've
this
saved
a
it like 8
virus?
times.
Is this a virus? When I click on it, I'll get a virus.
Yes.
Or herpes.
Nice.
So now that everybody's up, awake.
Okay, yeah, you're basically escorted to the war room.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, it's similar to that.
You just raid somebody's house and run through it taking pictures?
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm just taking these for D&D. I'm sorry.
You got nice chandeliers.
See everybody
Yes.
next year.
So
It's
they
a little
have these
weird than
magic
that.
orbs that light illuminate the place.
No, they went old school on it. But they are ever burning candles. The entire council is there, minus the dwarf one who is still missing, unfortunately. The commander of the armsmen, Grand Aegis, the Captain Dragus, which is armsman commander, the Grand Commander, Ildrid Lion, which is the Dragoon commander, is there as well. Lillian's there, and Blessed Lady, Seneva, who is, represents the church, basically, is there in that war room. And they have, like, a map set up, too, of all of Alora. Actually, and beyond the kingdom, all the entire world, basically, mapped out. Just showing basically like the areas. To the north is kind of like icy lands to beyond Garnet, which is like forms the northern border of the kingdom. Basically like marking where the outcasts are. There's outcasts in the north, and then on the western continent above Haven is Wildlands. And they believe they know some of them are there as well. To the far east is another continent basically stretching out, is the Wastelands, which, houses a lot of the outcast races too. And then to the south is another small continent full of like jungles and forests. Basically, like those are the far edges past Alora are full of outcast races, basically, and wild beasts and such. But they have them marked on the map too for all of you. Unfortunately, I don't have that map available.
But we're supposed to go to where we saw those elves first, right?
Yeah, the elves were on an island kind of south east of Haven, what's left of Haven. So yeah, it's basically on the southern end of this continent, the Aloran kingdom. But yeah, you essentially were going to go there first. Kurt, your clan is on this continent, right? It's on the main continent.
I just see the picture of the conference room. I don't see any maps.
Let's bump you over. You're basically, this is just that continent, basically, well, the two continents that are mostly the Aloran Kingdom. This main one actually is entirely, pretty much. Although, like I said, north of Garnet, there is like cold lands.
And that's the
Beyond the wall?
border.
No.
That's the border of the northern border of the Alarans.
Yeah, beyond that mountain range. Actually, the maps looks a little different than this, but you get the basic idea. North of Garnet is through the mountains is or past those mountains is basically like wildlands, and then the north lands are outcast lands as well. But your Blue Mountain clan is on the main continent here, Kurt. Where are they located?
I assumed they were in the suburbs of Vigil, or the rural suburbs.
Well, I know they were in the forest, you said, so.
Yeah,
like east.
Well, they own farmlands around, or lease them at least around Vigil, and then there's a sanctuary that I imagined swamplands.
Is that enough here?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Okay. All right.
There's a little sanctuary area where nobody seemed to have claimed it.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, Vigil like stretches out farmlands and stuff around there, but yeah, in the forest itself, like. Okay, so yeah, your people, Kurt's people, the Blue Mountain clan, they're Terrans, but they basically live in those forests. Okay, yeah, basically when you come into, they will, that Lillian will say, good morning. We got you this map, which you'll need, hopefully to help you find more of these outcasts. Where is this island? She'll nod to the Eldrin councilman, Galen, who was with you.
Oh, wait a minute. The elf's name is Galen. That's funny.
Galen? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's because all elves are gay.
Well, when I piloted us out of there, I wasn't really, I wasn't trying to keep coordinates. I just kind of figured if I headed, northwest, I'd eventually get the area to here. But I'm pretty sure we could find it eventually.
All right, well, that's fine. However you wish to seek them out, I mean, unfortunately, we know that they inhabit the north, the wildlands here to the west, the wastelands, and the continent to the south as well. Unfortunately, many of them move constantly, so their exact locations, it's up to you to find them. This Order Wizard will be going with you, and she'll nod to him. He's a half Eldrin and half Terran human. He's kind of tall with long golden hair. although it has like some silver in it too. He's kind of has an ageless look to him, so it's it's hard to say exactly how old he is. But yeah, she'll say, Alvar here will be going with you. He's going to have final say in any agreement you make with the outcast peoples.
Okay.
Just to represent our interests better. But all of you will be dealing with them directly, so we've also put other supplies on the ship, ritual components you may need. And Josh, basically, like, that's going to be in, like, gold value.
Okay.
So, it's so much gold worth of components. She'll say, and other supplies you may need, anything that we thought you might need. It's all on the ship already. So do you have any questions or?
As the ship been fixed, I understand it was very poor when we crash landed on the rooftop.
Yeah, that Eldred, the Dragoon commander, will say it's the Cloud Runner is repaired completely. So you'll be taking that ship. It's the fastest, most advanced ship we have. Speed is of the essence, so.
All right, boys. Let's get to it.
All right, so basically they'll hand you that map. I guess Kurt, you take that. You were piloting the ship.
I did last time. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a crew, or is it a skeleton crew?
There's a crew, but the captain of the ship himself is dead, obviously, in Utopia. So basically, the ship itself will be. Gruden will basically be in charge of the ship.
I'm in charge. I thought I was just maintenance.
Well, no, unfortunately, the ship is basically yours to command now. They actually have another engineer there.
Well, we'll see how good he is.
Yeah, actually, it's a Terran female. They'll introduce the rest of them. There's 5 armsmen. 5 Iron Sentinels, and then there's 4 Warforged as well.
Yeah.
And she'll say, Titan, you've got field experience. Would you command these Warforged then?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Then that will be your crew, along with Alvar here. And that, the Order Mage will say it'll be good to work with all of you. So where are we going first? And as he says that, actually, lights will start to swirl in the room. 1
Disco time.
2. Yeah, they'll actually start to form and then glow this silverish blue light and kind of forming in a little circle.
Pretty.
And, they basically will draw weapons. The lights will kind of flash brightly, almost blindingly. And you'll see 2 people standing there. They're both Terrans, and they're both males. One is kind of handsome. He's got thick, medium-length, dark hair, kind of piercing gray eyes. Appears to be in his 30s or so. Kind of wearing like simple clothing with like a dark cloak over his shoulders and a staff in his hand. And the other appears much older. He has kind of a long flowing white beard and square rimmed glasses. And he wears a robe with like eyes all over it.
Well, weirdo.
He has packs kind of around his belt. And that the Lady Saniva will bow and down, or actually she'll kneel. She'll say they're the two of the sages, the great sages. And some of the others will actually like start to kneel too quickly with respect. The great sages are basically the religion of the Aloran kingdom, basically held to be gods. They're ascended humans, most powerful wizards, basically ascended to godhood, supposedly.
Okay. So what do they do? They just showed up and stand there?
Yeah, they basically just sort of teleport in. And the younger one will say, oh, no need to kneel. And, that blessed lady will say, it's an honor to be in your presence. The older one will kind of survey the room too. He'll say, greetings. Yeah, we don't have time for pleasantries. I am Leoman, this is Avard. Yeah, basically like I said, they're basically religious figures. They're kind of, all of the great sages basically form the pantheon of the temple, the churches there. They basically have one central religion, with these guys being all part of that pantheon. But no one's seen them actually physically in quite a while. That Avard will say, well, we needed to get caught up. These are the 4 that survived Utopia and managed to close that portal. And he'll kind of look over each of you. Yeah,
Odd.
he'll smile. The Lillian will say, with a little aid, yes, they are heroes of Vigil. The Leoman will say, He'll go up to Elhorn and kind of grab your chin and look at you.
Who are you touching you?
Wants the D.
He'll say, I've heard you're resistant to these things' attacks. You there, Josh?
He's talking at you.
Okay.
Hey, I'm here. Wake the fuck up.
A man just touched your face.
Oh.
Says you're resistant to them.
With
aren't
his
you?
wiener. With his wiener, by the way.
Oh god, more wieners again? Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, he'll kind of grab your chin and look in your eyes, and study.
His mouth.
Oh god, well, okay, I take off my shirt and unzip my pants.
Never did
Yeah,
it
say
with a gun
so.
before.
He doesn't look. You don't look very special to me, boy.
Damn. I'm gonna go whimper into this corner here now.
He'll say, "Who are you?"
Oh, me? I'm Elhorn, Moonshadow. I am the awesome bard.
That name means nothing to me.
I am the cocky bard.
Nothing to you. Oh, you'll get over it then.
Give him free tickets to your next show.
Yeah.
Here, all right, hold on. You got cardboard here? I got you. I got Richard.
Hard head in the stone.
My next show's with this buck-toothed chick.
He'll say,
Hey, she's a nice lady.
Okay. You can have her if you want her.
he'll release you though, but he'll kind of look at the rest of you too. He'll say, so you would survive the attack on Utopia.
I have actually made everyone survive the attack on Utopia.
Oh, cocky motherfucker.
Well, then for me, there'd be people dead.
Edivard will say, oh, I'm under the impression that quite a few are dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm familiar.
Oh.
Maybe you could be in the group that are quite a few dead next time we get in a battle. I just won't give you any heals. So when you're begging for your life on your knees, don't look at me.
That blessed lady will glare at you, say, don't speak to them like that.
I can speak to whoever I want. Thank you very much. Want my birth certificate?
He'll say, he's an arrogant one. I like that.
So you hate me, now you like me. Are you bipolar? Are you emotional? Is that time of the month?
He'll say, watch yourself, boy.
Boy, I am 400 and some years old. I'm far from a boy.
Just 400?
Yeah. No, 356. My bad.
He'll say, I have robes older than you.
I have cocks bigger than you.
You know, I really do. I have to be the one, to say this. I really have to apologize to all of our viewers out tonight because I know some of you guys are probably coming on here thinking, "Oh man, we're gonna get some freaking action. We're gonna see some fights."
Nope,
And
nope,
the only action you're getting is talk about dicks for the past 2 hours. I have to apologize.
Wieners are us today.
Exactly, but you know what? And that's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be dicks for the rest of the night. So.
All right.
It's a great night.
It's a great night to be a dick.
Phil loves wieners, so it's okay.
Phil loves wieners, and wieners love Phil.
But yeah, he'll say, so, why don't you catch us up on events? How did you survive Utopia?
Well, we had an awesome Warforge plow through the crowd to save the people. We got onto the ship. We killed some shit. It flew away. Crash landed. Talked to a couple elves. Picked back up. Flew back. Owned some shit. Saved everyone in Vigil. You know, that's just how awesome we are. What did you do?
He'll say, well, we've been observing.
Oh, exactly. Observing. Are you talking to me?
So the most
Yeah, that-
for Alorans were just sitting there observing while this was going on.
Evhard will say, actually, we'll be taking a direct hand in affairs now, though.
Oh, now you're gonna help out after we just shut the gate and killed like 20 monsters and saved your life. Okay, that's understandable.
Well, we'll be retaking Vigil.
Oh, retaking? I think how would you retake it if we didn't just save it? If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be able to retake nothing because you'd be dead.
Snap.
He'll say, well, you certainly had a hand in it, definitely.
Oh, I had more than a hand in it, man.
The D. Tell him about the D.
Let me tell you about this thing called the D. If you bend over and pull up that little robe of yours that's so much older than me, I can give you and show you the D.
All right.
No homo. But okay.
I don't think we talk to him that way, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll say, interesting. So we'll be taking charge of the forces here.
You'd be taking charge. Who gave
Yes.
you the right to be in charge?
These creatures threaten all of Alora, so
Have you ever fought the creatures? Have you killed the creature yet? Or you just looked at them?
he'll say, no, currently we've been observing, but
Exactly. So, you don't know nothing about these creatures. You just know how they look pretty. That's it.
actually we know more than you would think.
Alright, so tell me one thing I don't know that you know.
He'll say, what I know could fill volumes. But
Alrighty.
you have a mission, I believe. Probably best you go on at.
I technically have no mission. I'm just volunteering my time. So I'm all nice and stuff.
Well, I think this war threatens you as well.
Eh.
He'll say, actually, like, you know, they'll kind of study you all for a minute, and then, you know, they'll kind of like, they basically take command of the room, and, you know, basically dismiss you guys. But your commanders basically will come over and say, you know, to you, good luck on your missions. You know, they'll wish you well, and they'll have you escorted to the ship. And when you get to the landing pad, you actually see the Cloud Runner is there, pretty much brand new looking, completely repaired. And your crew is actually on board there too, all shiny and new.
Cool. Shiny new crew.
For you to get killed.
Yep.
They're just me shields, that's all.
And you actually see that Silfred's there as well. We're forged with 4 halflings. There's a boy and 3 female halflings there with her.
Real quick, so who was I just talking to again? So I could write down their names so I know I could kill them when they're not looking.
Those are the 2 of the great sages. A bard.
A bard? Another bard? Oh.
E-V-A-R-D.
E-Z-A-R-D?
Yeah.
Alright.
And Leomund is, basically Leo and then M-U-N-D.
Okay.
Basically, like, 2 of the, essentially deities of Laura.
Yeah, no one important. Alright.
So, how long do elves live then?
Hmm?
How long are elves? Do elves live?
Elves live a few hundred years.
All right, and Elhorn's 356.
Eladrin are actually a little bit longer lived.
I'm old, bro. I'm in my prime.
Yeah, they can live like 600 or so, 700.
And Aloran's been around for 1,000 years.
Thousands of years.
Or thousands. Okay.
Yeah. Quite a long time. Like recorded history, a lot of the history is kept by the Order, but, even that probably doesn't stretch back, that far. It may. But as far as, like, history for everyone else is basically taught, past that, the Great War that divided the races, essentially, is pretty much like the starting point of history. And even that's pretty vague, what's taught anyway. But that Silver will say, I wanted to introduce you, Titan. Titan, this is family.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
will be the ones accompanying us on our journey?
Yes, she'll say, this is Lily. Dora is kind of the middle one. She'll say Melindy is the younger one, and Kate is the younger brother.
Your brother's name is Kate,
Cade.
but a D, not a T.
Cade. C-A-D-E.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, Lily will say, yes, if that's all right with all of you, we would like to. Can we?
No.
I see no problem in that.
No.
Okay, the order wizard there, Alvar will say, who are these creatures?
He's asking Titan who
He'll
these
say,
people
who
are.
are these creatures?
Which creatures are we talking about?
The little halflings.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, creatures. I don't damn.
Oh, you thought there was monsters or something over
Yeah, I'm like, did creatures come out of somewhere that I didn't? I'm like, I'm sitting here listening. Oh, anyway, this family is going to be accompanying us on our journey. I have made a promise, and I know that my three companions, see no problem with them accompanying us. All they want to do is go back to their homeland.
They're servants. That Silver will say, our master is dead. He'll say, their contract should be handed off to someone else.
Well, you're not the one who's in charge of contracts. And if you want to start the whole contract deal and tell me that they can't come with us, then you can come up here and tell me right to my face that they can't come with us.
Hmm.
Intimidation factor 20.
You know, you can always give me their contract, and I'll just release them as free people.
True.
I am noble.
Yeah, actually, it doesn't work that way. They basically would go to anyone in the family,
Oh.
and then if not, they would go to the state, and then they would reassign it.
Damn.
Grun will speak up and say we can always use galley hands.
They look awfully small.
Well, it doesn't take, you don't have to be that big to clean.
They can fit all the small spaces.
With the D. It's gonna be a thing all night.
A
Well,
lot of moisture that builds up on the
The D.
on the decks. And you know,
That was a
it's
setup,
good to
dude.
mop it up
That
regularly.
was a setup.
he'll say,
And mold,
well,
you know, cleans the mold that builds up, you know, and
All right. We got it. D, mold, moisture. Yes, we understand.
yeah.
You got mold, you got other issues.
And we do have a skeleton crew to begin with.
all right, but just keep them out of my way and the way of the soldiers.
Yeah.
This is a passenger galley. It shouldn't be hard to keep everybody separate.
They're tiny. This should be fine.
All right. So, yeah, basically, you guys can board the Cloud Runner. Yeah, the soldiers basically salute, you know, armsmen and Iron Sentinels, and then even the Warforged too will do the same to Titan.
Aw.
Elephane is there too, obviously. So once you're on board, then the wizard will say, I'm going to retire to my quarters. You know the direction. Then if you need anything, just gather me.
Just whistle.
Wait at the guy at the Great Sages.
No, they're not there at the.
Oh, I thought they were coming. All that fucking talk and shit they did.
Oh, no. They're actually in that war room still.
Oh, they're just gonna go circle jerk each other? Okay.
Yeah, play toast.
Now, can the Order Wizard contact the council telepathically or whatever?
Not telepathically, but yeah, through spells, yes.
Oh, okay.
Not if we break his hands and gag him.
Gangbang him.
With a D.
Oh, I forgot. That reminds me too, Josh. Actually, I think I forgot that one.
Uh-oh. The D? You forgot the D?
Oh no, it's a little.
Or was it the gangbang
Oh.
that reminded you?
Or the...
Oh, they actually they have two scrolls of sending on the ship as well, so you can actually use the spell through the scroll, even though it's higher level than you. You can still cast it through the scroll.
What is it called?
Sending.
Sending? Like SENDANG?
Yep.
Alright. 2 scrolls of sending.
Is that like a fax?
No, it's better.
It's the email.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
The text messages.
it's a text. Sending. You can convey a mental message of up to 25 words to a person you know,
Okay.
and then they can respond likewise.
25 words.
And the range is determined by your Arcana check results. So you roll a Arcana, and then the score will tell you how many miles it goes.
Alright.
But in case anything happens to the wizard, you can still use the scrolls, basically.
Hint, hint, hint. Wink, wink, wink. Something's gonna happen to the wizard.
Uh-oh. How'd you know? Are they gonna get the D?
It was my Warforged intuition.
All right, so basically, that's your crew. Adam, the engineer, is a Terran female named Ivy. She's kind of
Poisonous.
yeah. She's a plant creature. She's kind of younger, but supposedly, she's actually pretty good. She's got a good track record, so.
Whoa.
Whoa. She got the
All
D
right, I'll
many
go-
times.
I'll go down and check out the engine room, make sure everything's ready for us to take off.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go.
It's
Go ahead.
good.
What?
Yeah, everything looks in order.
All right.
So, just out of curiosity, how many combatants do we have? I mean,
5. One guy's 5 of the other guys. So that's 10 guys plus us. The
Yeah.
halflings we can throw at them. The
Blown
wizard,
out.
we can light his robes on fire and throw at them.
Yeah, you have four Warforged, 4 Iron Sentinels, or 5 Iron Sentinels and 5 arms. So there's
14.
14 of them,
14 plus us.
plus you, plus an Order Wizard, plus Elephant, plus Halflings.
Alright.
So yeah, that's
We can set on fire and throw at them.
yeah.
If we come across something big type of fucking monster, halflings are small and go good with ketchup.
If we're lucky, they'll get lodged in the windpipe and choke the monster.
All right, so yeah, the engine looks good. Everything looks good. The ship's, got supplies on it, weapons.
Cool. Well, Kurt, let's go. Take off. You said you're driving this bus.
I wasn't sure. I thought there might be a crew.
Nope, you're stuck.
Oh,
Well, there is a crew, but
gee,
I mean, Adam kind of is, it's his ship basically at this point.
Oh.
yeah, but I just pointed the compass. I wasn't really a pilot. I was just an improvised one.
Well, you are now.
Ah, damn it.
Remember
Welcome to
which
the new
way?
world.
Remember which way you pointed the compass?
Guess I'll go backwards.
There you
Point it the other way.
All right.
I won't.
Oh,
watch it.
hey. Okay, so Kurt, you take the ship out.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it a level because a lot of my navigation was done by
Luck.
landmarks.
Okay.
Luck.
I'm not.
Well, you
I-
have
I
that
was-
map. So
Yeah. So I'm not going to take us too high.
Why not?
yeah, the island is basically I believe it was that one there.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, you're just heading south east.
So yeah.
Okay, so you take the ship out. It flies. It runs as better than ever, it seems. The mast that Elhorn kind of broke off is repaired.
How are you talking about? I didn't break nothing.
He was fighting dragons. I mean,
Yeah, leave me
Shit
alone,
happens.
hater.
shit
That's
happens.
All right, so you were going to that island first.
They were supposed to go back to the
Yeah, let's go to the where the-
island where the elf temple was.
Or were
Yeah.
you going? Actually, were you going to?
I kind of want to stop and see my people first since it's closest.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, whichever
Yeah,
one's closer.
it's actually there in that forest east of Vigil.
All right. Well, then, hell, I don't have to tell him where to go. He should know where his people live.
Okay. All right, Kurt. So fly the airship. Actually, that journey isn't too long at all. Just a couple hours. And you arrive at the forest. Basically going over farmlands and stuff.
In the meantime, I wanted to know if there's a way I can poison the wizard. Not kill him, but
What?
He wants to give him, like, the screaming runs or something.
yeah, something that would make him tired or sleepy or somehow incapacitate him.
You want to poison him?
Well, I don't want to kill him, but I want to incapacitate him.
He wants to give him
But-
the shits, man.
but
Can you give him the shits? So he's on the toilet all day. Lucy poopies.
So when we do our negotiations, he won't be there.
Hanging his head over the side doing some barf bombing.
Lucy poopies.
Well, you're gonna be doing the negotiations. He's just gonna have
Yes,
final
but
say.
I don't want to tell the people that they're going to have to be, Hessians for the Larns again without any, and for the price of treason charges being dropped.
Well,
I want to try and negotiate a better deal than that. And I don't want the wizard getting in the way.
all right. Well,
There's four of
essentially,
us.
yeah. I mean, that's gonna be. Do you have nature as a skill, Kurt? Like, it's gonna be. You're basically gonna be using herbs and stuff.
Nature, wisdom, 4.
Okay, so you're not trained in it.
So I have a modifier of 4.
Yeah.
Just give
I
him
mean-
some of that stuff they give you in the chow hall, man.
Yeah, you basically wouldn't know exactly what to administer. I mean, without training in it.
All right.
Stop trying to give him the Lucy poopies. He's okay.
The squishy squirts.
Squishy squirts. There you go.
Yeah, you're just not knowledgeable enough about like, herbs and such. All right. All right. So basically, you can land the ship. Does that sanctuary actually have a landing area, Kurt, or probably?
No, it doesn't. We have to kind of hike there.
Okay.
Reason why it's unclaimed is there's a lot of swampland and
Swamp ass.
around the area. So
You
So we
okay
kinda
there, Bill?
That'll be all right.
You
we have
good
the
as far
farm,
as over there?
hike there.
Oh, you won't have to choke.
So how do we go from D to loose poops to swamp ass?
Because we had a week off, so we got to get all the jokes out.
Just another successful night of game.
Plus, I don't want to freak anybody out by flying a airship over their head.
Yeah, there's nowhere to land either. The forest itself is pretty dense too, so
Yeah.
you'll have to land outside. Huh?
So's the pilot.
Can't we just like cover the airship and rappel down?
I mean, yeah, that's possible.
That's hardcore, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a fucking marine
Yeah, but they might
style.
think that's a they
What
might
are we,
think it's an
fucking
attack though.
Batman or something?
Yeah, man.
Anyone bring their bat grapple? Because I forgot mine.
No,
Well, they have a secret military academy, so they might think it's an attack if we just rappel down.
If it's one ship, I doubt they'll think it's an attack.
So do you want to land outside, or do you want
Yeah, I want to let outside and hike the rest of the way.
to? Okay.
And
So you land the airship along the plains there, at the edge of the forest itself. All right. Well, you guys are in command. The soldiers will look to you all as after you land.
all right, we're going to do a diplomatic mission. Keep the ship secure. Don't let anybody near it without, unless they look like one of us. Tell them anybody approaches, tell them it's a diplomatic mission, and wait for our return.
I'm just gonna say this right now. You guys should let me handle all the diplomacy because I am really
The
good
what?
at it.
What?
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Exactly. It's a word. Damn it.
It's his magic school of
Well,
diplomacy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but I think I should be part of it because by by birth, these are my people too. So
I understand, but my diplomacy is fucking phenomenal.
Is that like
Phenomenal.
one of the classes they teach at Hogwarts right next to necromancy? They teach
Force.
diplomacy.
Exactly. Instead of I think it was 4.5. It's actually 2.5. The train station you want to get on.
It's
And it's
9 3/4 is
Yeah.
the Harry Potter platform.
This one's actually 2.5, and it's kind of like a little steam-powered one-car train.
Oh, come on, man. It's a cart with two goats pulling it.
Exactly. Or I was thinking more of donkeys on the side of the road. But okay.
You're just thinking about that ass.
That ass. But okay. No, really, my
Yes.
diplomacy is really high, so.
all right, let's start the hike.
Okay, so the Order Wizard will disembark with you.
You didn't give them the loosey poopies.
I'll
You
tell
don't
my
think-
I'll tell my 4 guys to just hang by the ship, make sure nobody fucks with the ship,
Okay.
and don't kill anybody unless it's absolutely necessary.
All right, you got 5 guys, so they'll chill out on the ship then and wait for you.
I say chill out on the ship. I said form ranks around the ship and protect it.
They're smoking.
They're smoking that dope.
Okay, yeah, so they'll salute and go about their business, guarding the ship.
Secure the area.
Yeah, wait for you there.
Oh, I'll strike my guys to try to when they have a chance, do some hunting and get some fresh meat. I don't want to eat this dried crap.
Is Elfin coming with us?
Do you want her to?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, she'll. Yeah,
Do you
she'll
want to
go.
leave her by herself on a ship surrounded by military guys?
Fuck that. That's why
That's
she's coming
exactly
with us.
what's going to happen.
Okay, so yeah, Elephant will go. All right, Kurt. So Iron Sentinels will look at each other and then salute. They'll try some hunting too. Okay, so you guys disembark from the ship, and the wizard will follow along with all of you. He's pretty quiet for the most part. The forest itself is pretty dense. The ground is basically littered with leaves and branches, and as you go deeper into the forest, it actually the ground gets more difficult to traverse. the trees here are pretty ancient. And Kurt, you said it's surrounded by a swamp more so?
Yeah, it's I wouldn't say it's completely surrounded, but there's a lot of swampy
Okay.
areas. That's why nobody hangs out there.
Okay. All right. So yeah.
Or outcasts, so it's a kind of a sanctuary.
Okay. So the forest kind of gives way to the marsh and swampland. Going there is a lot slower. Let's see. Does anyone have? Wow. Nobody really has a nature skill, huh?
I have 4 in the nature, or no, 2.
Well, I mean, considering that I trained there for a while, couldn't I just kind of guide them through?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You know a safer way. They have a pretty. I mean, it's not an obvious path certainly, but you know the way they usually take, and it's very safe. Like, there's really hardly any like wild creatures or anything like that, to threaten you. So it's a few hours in, and eventually swamp will give way to more like hard ground, and you will come upon an actual path. Like Kurt, you've walked it several times, and it will lead into the sanctuary itself. And let's move you over to that a little bit, just kind of an idea of what it looks like.
That looks elvish, not humanish.
That's our secret academy. That I guess apparently isn't so secret anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately not.
Wow, look at all the ninjas.
Not supposed to see him.
Exactly.
They're always there lurking. All right, so as you come up the path,
I'll take off my shirt so they can see my tribal tattoos.
Whoa. Settle down, naked man.
I don't
Play
want
some
to
music
freak
for
out.
you, man, while you start stripping.
Yeah, sure. Bounce, bounce, bounce.
the Order Wizard will say,
Those nipples.
somewhat primitive, but
Those nipples.
Primitive, but he's getting turned on, right?
we'll say somewhat primitive, but I suppose it serves its function.
I never knew orcs had poofy nipples. Where did that come from?
Do we see anybody? I mean, or
Yeah, actually, as you approach, there's a bit of a commotion up the path
So
near
you-
where.
Takes the shirt off when we get a commotion, huh?
Near where it kind of opens up. Basically that path winds up into the sanctuary itself. It's very close to nature too, like built into the trees and such. But that path opens up into a square near that the academy there, which is like the central area of the sanctuary. And there you can actually see an Order Wizard standing there. It's kind of his black robes are flowing, and there's several Warforged with him and Dragoons, and they seem to be lining up the Terrans, or the Gaians there. Now, Kurt, is it all Gaians in the sanctuary, or is
What the hell's a
They-
Gaian?
they're mostly human, but they have some mixed species. The only requirement to be in the clan is that you have to be born through a female lineage.
okay?
So there are half breeds, half elves.
Half elves mostly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The Gaians are the outcast humans, basically.
Okay.
The race of they vary, unlike the Terran ones, which are basically pale haired and pale skinned.
Mhm.
With guys, these vary. Like they have darker skin ones, and lighter skin, and their hair colors vary too. But yeah, they're the outcast human race, which Kurt's mother is one of them.
Hot.
Um, once you go orc, you never go back.
Just ask my mom.
That was awesome.
That was fucking great.
I didn't mean it like that, but I mean,
Holy god. Best game ever. Anyway. Yeah, they are gathering them up. You do see, yeah, there's mostly human, obviously, but also half-breeds, mostly just half-elven, though. But yeah, some of them be kind of, one of them will actually, like, struggle a bit. As you approach, you don't even see guards out front, Like, usually, Kurt, there's guards along that path, or at least to the, the entrance to the sanctuary there. But now they're all kind of gathered around in the square. Although you see some at the, at the academy, like on the balconies and stuff, watching some of the students, The Order Wizard will be like, there's no need to resist. He's a Eldrin, tall Eldrin with like silver hair, and he's got like 2 wands on his belt, and a scepter in his hand.
Fancy man.
Fucking double fist those wands.
Oh yeah.
DP?
The John Woo movie.
So that's not our Order Wizard, that's this other guy, huh?
It's a random group, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the Warforged, one of the Warforged will grab one of the Gaian males, will kind of like push him, and he'll grab him and drag him back into line. And this woman there too, a Gaian woman, will say, "There's no need for violence. We're surrendering." Or a wizard will say, "There will be no need for violence when your people comply without struggle."
Can I shout at them like, hey, what are you guys doing?
You can do whatever you want.
Well, I shout like, hey, who are you?
Okay, so they kind of, pause and look. The dragoons, like, raise up their halberds, spears. They'll say, you were expected. He'll say, Alvar, and, your Order Wizard, Alvar, will nod to him. He'll say, greetings. Yes, we've just arrived. That silver-haired Order Wizard will say, we are gathering these people. They're being drafted into the Aloran armies.
it was our understanding that we're in a diplomatic mission, not a course mission.
He'll say, and you are Thar?
Yes.
This is your clan, yes?
From my mother's side, yes.
Yes. He'll say, these people are on Aloran lands. They are being drafted. There is no diplomacy needed here. Actually, Kurt, you'll recognize the woman there that was kind of overseeing things is your mother.
She hot?
Is she hot, Kurt? We all want to know.
Thar's father thought she was hot.
But is she bangable? Does she want
Well,
the D?
but by Orca standards, I guess she.
Is she a face down ass up, or
I don't know. I mean,
or you let her ride the pony?
Thar's father thought she was hot, and would like to keep her around.
Yeah, basically, she's how old is she, Kurt? She's probably like
Well, I'm 19, so I'm assuming she's
40s.
Late 30s, early 40s.
Okay.
Too old. Come back around when you're 5, 6, maybe.
um.
Huh?
Yeah, basically, she's the Gaians there are dressed pretty simply, like more earth colors, leathers and
Excuse me.
a lot of them have cloaks on. None of them have their weapons really. But they, you can see there's a very tense feelings between both sides. That order wizard there has 20 or so warforged, and almost 30 dragoons as well.
I think Titan can talk the Wordforged down, since he's sort of like a hero out of the Warforged. If it comes down to it.
Now the Blue Mountain Clan have limited citizenship due to the work they did for the Alarans in the founding days.
Yeah. But keep it in character, so.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, you say that?
Yeah.
Okay. The Order Wizard, will say, yes, exactly, they do, which entitles them to being drafted into the armies.
Garud will speak up and says, I did notice you drafting any of the people in Vigil.
Yeah, I believe they were all volunteers.
No, I mean the citizens and civilians of the city of Vigil. While the city was under attack, I didn't see you guys drafting any of those people.
Of course not. Why would they? That's their city.
He'll say, we are at war. Every Aloran will now be part of the military.
So you're talking about every Aloran? Do you have any kids, sir?
He'll say, who are you?
I'm Elhorn Moodshadow.
Ah, yes, I've heard of you.
Of course, everyone heard of me.
He'll say, you shouldn't be concerned with what I do have. Or do not.
Well, you're going to be taking these kids. These guys are still young. You got a couple of young people in there, looks like. They're just children, man. Just imagine if your children went into war. Would you allow that?
He'll say, to serve Alora? Yes, I would.
Oh, okay. So, you want to go sign them up first, too, real quick? Sign your children up for war? Draft them in?
He'll say, you're serving the council, yes?
I'm serving no one. I'm helping out.
The Alvar will say, well, he's been issued these orders, so, unfortunately, unless you want to counter the council's orders, there's not much.
They're already what was the word you just used? Yeah, counter them, because we were issued counter orders ourselves. The orders we were given counteract his.
Can I do like a diplomacy check on this guy and try to talk him out of it and everything? Like, hey, this is what we have to do and shit.
Well, I think our mission was to kind of win the hearts and minds of the outcasts and bring them to our side.
That's what I'm saying. We were given orders to do one thing, and this guy's orders are like the exact opposite.
He'll say, these are not outcasts. These are citizens of Alora. Limited citizens, but citizens still. They are on Aloran lands, and therefore they are subject to Aloran rules.
Well, technically the land is leased. I mean, you wouldn't let the clan own land.
Shall I bring out their contract for you to peruse? They'll say these people are at the order of the council, at the order of my superiors. They are to be drafted. You are here to ensure that this goes smoothly, I believe. So do so.
All right, let me talk it over with the matron councilwoman and see what we can work out real quick.
Yeah, Kurt, she will hug you, actually come up to you and hug you. She'll say, Thar, it's good to see you, son.
Good to see you too, Mom. It's been quite a while.
He wants the D.
God damn it! I have your free microphone. My wiener. Alright, what did you want to do with diplomacy, Josh? You wanted to just kind of try to smooth everything out a bit?
Yeah, try to get them to calm down a bit, be less violent, and just, relax.
Go ahead and roll.
Alright, so, can I use, let's see, I have a diplomacy spell. Where are you?
Use your spell of
I can
diplomacy.
finally use it. It's been forever. Words of friendship. You
There you
get
go.
a +5 bonus to the next diplomacy check you make before the end of your next turn.
Use it up.
Alright, here we go. I rolled a 10 plus a 5 plus diplomacy 12.
Nice. So 27.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he'll frown. He'll say, the Gaians too will kind of relax a bit. You can see them relax visibly. And the Warforged more at ease too. He'll say, he's right. There's no reason for violence. He'll say, the sooner we get this finished, the sooner we can all be about our lives. We just form into lines. Those of you able will be drafted into service. The rest of you will remain here, of course. Although any of you that wish to volunteer beyond those we select is fine.
There we go. That sounds more reasonable.
I agree.
All right, I'll kind of in low tones tell my mom that some of the councilmen apparently know about our operation, and they think it's somewhat treasonous, but they're willing to overlook it if we, allow the draft to occur.
They know.
I don't know how they know, but they know about our secret army.
How do they know that?
I have no clue.
So say, we've been so careful, I don't understand. You didn't...
No, I didn't. They seem to resent my Gaian heritage, so there was rarely a topic.
Just say, they're taking children, practically. I can't allow this. Why should we aid them? Let their cities fall? This is our chance, actually, to retake our lands. Lands they stole from us. You want us to hand over our young to them to be used as fodder?
I don't like it either, but the whole world's under danger. But at the same time, I think they should be trying to work with us like they did thousands of years ago when our clan worked with them. It was civil back then. I don't know why they're doing this now, like this now.
They need our help. This invasion threatens them, their cities. Why should we aid them? They know about our armies, but they haven't done anything.
Well, I think they knew the army wasn't for them,
Let's just say,
but they're using that as a pretext to bring treason charges to make the transition to to our militarization easier.
You think we should just let them take our young?
I think we
This
should.
place is being defended.
I think we should fight, but I think it should be under our terms, like we did thousands of years ago.
Well, this is my terms. Just say I cannot leave this place undefended. What if those things come here? Now we have no soldiers available. They'll be off saving their cities on lands they stole from us. Don't tell me you want us to give in to them. You're here, you can help us fight.
I will if you want me to, but I hope something can be worked out where they don't just steal us.
Yeah, she'll be watching them. You know, that wizard will be going through and picking out people. You know, even like younger males and even females. You know, anyone at all able-bodied, basically. She'll say, "What of your companions?" I would speak to them too.
All right, come with me.
Okay.
I'll introduce them to the main party.
Okay.
This is my mother. She's a matron council. For those of you that don't know, that's council of wise women who speak when there's an issue that affects the whole tribe.
She'll say it's an honor.
They're not technically chiefs, though, or anything like that.
Yeah, she'll say it's an honor to meet all of you. Word has reached us here, even.
It's an honor to meet you too.
Likewise.
I'll give her a slight bow.
And she'll smile warmly. She'll say, I'll be honest with all of you. You are Thar's companions. Our clan was driven from our lands long ago. But we've been given limited citizenship here. And these lands to tend to, these harsh, unforgiving lands, unfortunately, not fit to farm on, but we've managed to survive. She'll say, though we've had to sell our children into servitude to do so, ourselves, and myself included, she'll say, they're going to take every able-bodied person here to serve in their armies, leaving us undefended. I can't allow that. But we were funding we petitioned to join the Alorans, and when they refused us, we began to fund an army to retake our lands instead. Apparently they know of this.
Grun's going to ask her who exactly they're defending from.
If those creatures attack us, we'll be defenseless.
True, but the creatures are mostly centered in the cities where the gates are.
Mostly. But we have reports of them even scouring the plains too. They've attacked farms outside of Vigil.
What do you think they'll do when the cities fall and they're done with the cities? Where do you think they're going to move on next?
I imagine they will spread out, but
Do you think you could take on hordes and hordes and hordes of minions? Just you guys alone?
As long as the gates remain open, a steady wave of enemies will continue to flow into this world.
Just shutting one gate by ourselves took so much manpower and lives that you think you guys could handle shutting the gates on your own?
no, I don't.
What you could do is maybe you could talk to them, or we could talk to them for you, and maybe if you guys help out, we could give you full citizenship, your whole clan, and maybe even give you some land of your own.
we'd be giving them our sons to fight in their war.
But-
go on.
But you would also be giving your entire race life, because all we have to do is close these gates, destroy these creatures, and you allow your clan to come and help us. Your clan will continue on for generations, because it could be a matter of just your clan that turns the tide of battle in our favor, and you will, if you join us and we win, then your clan will be around for a long time. But if you don't and we fail, then your one clan will not stand against an infinite amount of these monsters.
I might have an idea. We were sent to enlist the aid. What if we pick we enlist the strongest of of our clan? That way, there won't be anybody left for them to pick.
But if
So that they would be under our command, not theirs. Kind of gesture towards them.
So see, you do make good points. I understand.
And I do agree that it's our fight, even if it's even if it's in their cities.
It's basically everybody wins or everybody loses.
Pretty much.
yes,
Yeah, that's pretty much the situation.
You make sense. Can you work a compromise? Can we keep a quarter, at least, of our soldiers are fit to guard here in case these things do get passed?
I don't see why that would be a problem.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem, actually.
Seems reasonable.
All right. See what you can work out, Josh.
All right. Well, I guess after hearing that, I'm gonna go talk up to the wizard then.
Okay.
Do I need to roll another diplomacy check or?
Yeah.
Initiative.
All right. Initiative. Roll for initiative. Come here, bitch. Time to take the D.
That'll convince them.
All right. A 15 on top of a 12. Does my one spell still keep going?
No, it's your next check, so it would already be.
All right.
You already spent it.
All right. So it's 15 on top of a 12. Oh no, it's 27.
27 again? Wow.
I got 12. I got 12 to diplomacy, dude. So
Nice.
Hayden.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, his name is Byron. He'll say, okay, so you basically try to convince him then to, spare like a quarter of them, leave them. Okay. All right. He's kind of reluctant at first, but he'll say, very well. If this will expedite this and satisfy everyone.
And it'll speed us up too. It keep things moving so we can move on and get more people.
All right.
Also, they want a reprieve from the next lease payment, since you'll be taking the strong, able bodies who work the farms.
That's fine. I understand that. Very well. He'll say we'll leave a quarter of them. You can allow the matron to pick them out who will stay. And the rest will come with us. We drafted. We will go back to Vigil. Very well. Our work will be done here, finally.
I tell Alora, if you want to go tell your mom the good news, you're more than welcome to.
All right, I'll be back.
Okay, so they basically start to take, whoever basically she doesn't, whoever she selects will stay, and then the rest will be drafted. They'll leave the elderly, of course. some of the women, the matron obviously will stay. Kurt's mom will stay to help
Damn
with
it.
work.
I wanted Kurt's mom to come with us.
All right. So, they'll agree. It'll take some time too to pick through everybody. But they'll start sending them out of the forest to their ship, which is basically to the south. All right. So, Kurt, where was one question I had too? Is where was this army of theirs at?
Well, it's spread out. They're mostly militia people. So some of the people from the farmlands
Okay, nice.
will go there, train,
Okay,
and some of their kids will learn. They also have an academic center, so they get tutored in academics and Warcraft, and they go back home to their farms. When they're not training.
nice. Okay,
So it's spread out. So they only just happen to stumble upon those who were enlisted, or there at the time.
makes sense. Okay. All right. So as the Warforged are leading the rest of them away, that Order Wizard Byron will say, one more thing," and he'll approach all of you. He'll look at Thar. He'll say, "The armies that your mother and her kin have been forming, they will need to come with us."
What? You broke up.
You broke up.
Yeah, he'll say that the army that your people have been secretly building, they will need to report to Vigil as well. I'm sure you understand.
Well, what's considered a military member? I mean, they were just training in Warcraft. It doesn't mean they're military.
Yet you plan to use them
Uh,
as an army?
it wasn't to be used against Alorans.
Regardless, they should now serve Alora.
And under what terms? Just drafting without any compensation. That's a worse deal than you gave them 2,000 years ago.
Are they on Aloran lands?
Farmlands mostly.
Yes, they are.
Were they on Aloran land 2,000 years ago?
Huh?
So were they on Aloran lands 2,000 years ago?
Or were Lawrence on their land?
Boom!
They didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
Plymouth Rock landed on them.
So are you going to draft all citizens who who've practiced with a stick and a sword?
Yes, precisely. I'm glad you understand. Work out the details with the matron, the mother, please. But I will be sending these back. I will expect the rest of their armies soon to Vigil.
And who attends to the farms while they're gone?
I don't think you understand we're at war here. I care not for their farms.
Well, I think even you would understand that we need a steady food supply.
They do, yes.
Who's going to feed the army?
The Order Wizards.
Really? They know how to farm?
They'll say better than that, actually. We have food stored. It should last through the campaign.
Who's going to
Should.
feed their families?
They will have to fend for themselves.
But if they're fed, they could breed more warriors for the campaign.
I do not expect this war to last 50 years. 20 years.
Hey, it's always better to have, backup in case there's another war up front after this war.
He'll say, you should understand, Eldrin, these people are lesser They need to serve us.
No one needs to serve anyone, to be honest.
What of your elf
She's
female?
not serving me. She's free right now. She's just.
She's servicing you.
Yeah, she's not serving. She's servicing. No, I released her right when I got her. She just wants to come
getting the
along
D.
for the ride. Yeah, she's getting the D right now. You can even go up and ask her. She knows she's free.
All right. He'll say, fair enough, but these people are on our lands, living off of our lands.
But
If they can fight, they will serve.
So you're talking about. So what about the people in the cities? You're gonna enlist everyone in the city that's able to fight too, no matter who they are. Blacksmith and everything. They're gonna join in the fight and fight for the land.
Well, the Aloran citizens are held to different rules, but yes, most of them will serve in the army. These are desperate times.
Servitude without compensation is called slavery.
Call it what you will. But our families will be grateful they have survived.
Why don't you give them like a better, like a, something to want them to do it? Like, maybe citizenship or land afterwards.
Do you think I care for these primitives' wants?
You should. They're going to be protecting your life.
Anybody else about to bust this guy in the face?
If you did, I wouldn't see it.
I wouldn't see nothing either.
He'll say, they are on our lands, feeding off of our...
You sound like a broken record right now. No one cares if they're on whose land. They're going to be defending your life.
I'm about to break his record.
So they will be used as weapons.
So, if you're in battle and it's their life and your life, you think they're going to save you?
I do not need their aid in battle.
I bet you do.
Then why are you here?
Yeah, then why are you asking for their help if you don't need their aid?
He'll say, the soldiers will serve the country.
Can I do an intimidation check on this dude to, tell him to chill out? Otherwise, something bad's going to happen to him?
You can try.
But they're not soldiers, they're just villagers.
Alright, here we go.
He'll say, currently, yes, but these people were raising an army.
I rolled an 11.
Where is it exactly?
Where is it?
Yes.
Are?
Like I said, they don't really have a centralized army. They just have.
You have villagers.
They were just training in Warcraft, so that it's
Excellent.
kind of like a citizen militia.
Alright, I
Well,
rolled an 11,
like-
and I got a 14 on intimidation, so that's a 25.
Okay.
And I'm telling him pretty much, these people, all they done was just use a wooden stick and whack it against a pole or a tree. If you want that to be your army, then you are pathetic, and yeah.
All right, he'll step back and, look, and the dragoons will kind of step forward. And that Alvar, the wizard with you, will say, now, gentlemen, these people are on a mission from the council. They're under my protection as well. No need to get violent. He'll say, then get this one out of my face. He'll say, you have your orders. I understand your concerns, but these people are as trained as any other drafted soldier would be, perhaps more.
What, you saying all your soldiers are pretty much, all they know how to do is whack a stick against a pole? That's all they're trained? Where's all our tax money going to
Yes. Those we draft will have little experience. You would put Aloran citizens on the battlefield in place of these.
Yes, they have the same combat experience, and it's their ass on the line as well.
They are your people, Dwarf.
And my people will fight without being forced to.
I think if you draft these people like this, you have to draft all citizens like this. Everyone.
What I find disturbing is they would have served voluntarily as you just asked. Now that you're
I
twisting
find
the
that
arm,
hard.
you're making everybody bitter.
I find that hard to believe.
Men with small minds often do.
You have your orders.
And who's gonna enforce it if we don't comply?
Do you really wish to test my will?
Maybe.
I do.
See, we got this guy right here that's made of metal that's been able to take on many things. I bet you he could turn your little people against you.
I could turn his ass inside out.
I wonder who
Literally.
they would
I'll say,
follow.
luckily,
The Iron Forge.
I have my own armored soldiers, and he'll nod, and the Warforged will kind of pause and look between both of you.
I don't know if you remember. You're sitting here, and you're talking bad about outcasts. I myself am an outcast. Those Warforged are outcasts. I was put in charge of the little platoon of Warforged, and you think they are going to listen to you above me? You think they're going to do anything if I walk up to you and grab you by your throat and slam you against a tree repeatedly until your head explodes? They're not going to do a thing except watch.
He'll look at the Warforged. What are you waiting for? Defend me.
You
And
crickets in there.
they kind of
What are those crickets doing?
pause. And, one of the Warforged there will say, I will not go against one of our brothers on anyone's orders. And the others will, stand behind him too, seem in agreement. He'll say, very well, very well. There's no need for violence then.
No, there's no need to talk down upon any of the outcasts.
Now, we were sent on a diplomatic mission to win their support. I'm sure
Yeah.
we can find a deal that my game people will voluntarily serve
Yeah,
without drafting.
your mother will say, I think we can come to terms, but the deal we've made here is fair. I will not send all of our people to be your frontline soldiers, to be mowed down at your will. I'll not force them into it. He'll say, very well. Do as you will. I have what I came for here, but I will inform the council and our commanders of what has happened here today.
I say, when did Eldrin become such dicks?
I thought you were one of them.
I am, but I'm not a dick like that. Holy shit. What happened to them?
That guy's a fucking prick, dude.
Yeah. Prestigious prick.
Yeah, he'll say, I hope all of you realize that
You're a dick?
Alora needs as many soldiers as she can muster.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody, we understand we need the soldiers, but you think you're gonna have the backing when you put down the people you're trying to enlist and draft into your army? You think that any of them, at the drop of a pin, are just gonna come running to your aid because you call upon them? When you put them down, when you make them feel inferior because it's your land. It's not their land. It's your land. You think any of them are going to help you when you are constantly putting them down like that?
He'll say, I see your point, but
Would you rather have a happy soldier or an unhappy soldier? A happy soldier would do more than an unhappy soldier. I mean, it's common sense stuff right there.
will you broker a deal with these people then?
That's what we're here for.
What we've been
That was
trying
our
to do
that was
since
our
we
primary
landed.
mission. That was our primary mission.
You got to look at it this way. You have to look at it this way. If you're stuck in a room with me, and there's a bunch of bad...
Uh-oh.
Wah, wah,
Uh-oh.
wah. His power ran out. Hold on, let's recharge him.
Big ol' wine
Let's wind
pipe.
him up again.
Get the hamsters going. Someone feed the hamsters.
Put the key in his bag and turn him again. Turn it 10 times and hit start.
Someone's trying to
This
tell us to
retarded.
talk the guy.
Anyway, so you want any of us to frickin' help you out, and you're knocking us down like that? I'm just gonna walk out of the room, or I'll stab you myself.
So can we work a deal that that will get the soldiers you need in a voluntary form?
If you can, yes. Go ahead.
All right, I think we can work something out real quick.
Alright, you all got citizenship and a whole bunch of land. You good? You good?
And,
Okay, we're good. Let's go.
And so citizenship for everybody who serves, and full title to their land who for those that enlist, right?
So,
Alpar will say, oh,
citizenship for everyone that serves and their families.
that is,
Well, for the people that survive.
Yeah. No, even if they died, their families will get citizenship then.
I mean,
as
like-
long as they
like you-
serve, they get citizenship. Them and their families. And they get the land that they're on right now, it's theirs.
I mean,
Theirs
by
and
your
theirs only.
by your argument, they're kind of Alarans anyway, because that entitles them to being drafted. Well, why not make it official?
Yeah.
I mean, they've been shadowing you for thousands of years.
yeah, you're
They're
wizard.
practically Alarans.
Alvar will say, I'm not certain about full citizenship and land.
Why
I
not?
mean-
What's the big deal?
You're willing to give them a Lauren land?
It's
Or-
just this island. Do you guys really want this island? What do you guys even use this island for?
Well, you're
When
not
was
on
the
the
last time you were on this island?
Well, I mean, the farmland that they have too, that's not on the island, is
Yeah, you're not on
exactly
the,
not the highest quality anyway.
Oh.
In fact, most Alaran farmers don't even want it.
you're not on the island though. You're near Vigil actually.
Regardless, just give them the damn land. They've been on it for how long, Thar?
I don't know, a couple thousand years.
Exactly. And you guys are gonna be that pissed off over, a little bit of land that it's our land. It's you have more than enough freaking land.
That's
If these
prone to droughts.
if
Those that's not prone to droughts are prone to flooding. This is the crappiest
Yeah.
land in Alaria, and you don't want to
and
flood
yet
left.
and yet they are happy here. They are perfectly fine with living here and farming here and raising their families here, and you can't even give them that in return for helping you out.
Especially after you accuse them of being citizens or partial citizens.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose they do make good points. That Byron will say, oh, gods, if you wish to make that deal, Alvar, they'll say, that's what they want. All right.
All right. I can, as far as Mother will say, I can raise. I could bring 300 to you in a week.
Okay, that Byron will say, very well. That will help greatly.
Here we go. Was that so hard now?
Group hug.
I just don't think. I think the dude's tired of pissing Titan off, dude.
God damn it. Tell you, stop grabbing my ass in the group hug.
My bad.
All right, so
So you want him in Vigil, or you want him somewhere else?
send them to Vigil. The armies will be gathering there to prepare for our campaign.
Alright.
All right.
And
Let my mom know.
Kurt's mother will agree. She will say that's fine. We'll send those willing to serve. I'm certain almost all of them will be now that they have a reason to. Okay, so we could probably wrap it up there tonight.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Sorry, I know it was a little slower in parts, but
That's all right, man.
That's fine.
get through some story.
Yeah, I mean, we've been needing. We have. I mean, what is it? The past But I mean, aside from last week that we missed, the past what, like
3
5
weeks
weeks?
have been nothing but
It's,
combat.
yeah, it's been constant fighting.
Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm curious, is Elephant's people going to have the same responses that we did?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Find
It's
out
bu-
next week in Dragon Balls. Oh wait, wrong one.
Thar is still charging.
4 episodes later, Spirit Bomb is almost complete.
Kame, coming next week. Ah!
Alrighty.
All right, that's the end.
That's the end for